So here we have the Pyroraptor, and as you can see we have two Mullix connectors, 4 pins, 0.1 inch spacing, that are for I2C. You have data, clock, and of course VDD and ground. And you also have the 4-pin DF-11 Hirose connectors for I2C. So all these are connected to the same I2C bus. So using the Pyroraptor you can drive 4 I2C devices without having to set up an external bus. Now, so the first thing we are going to do is to take the Pyroraptor. Here we have the USB. We're going to connect it, and you will see that you have the blinking LED over here. And whenever you get that blinking LED, that shows that the driver is working on the computer and the device is operational because it's actually running code on the ARM processor, which is blinking the LED. We're ready to do some work here. So we have a I2C bus. We have 4 lines. They're color coded. We use blue for clock, white for data, and of course red for VDD or VCC, and black for ground. Now this is connected to our pot meter, and if you look at the back of the pot meter, you'll see that we have a board, again designed by IONOTRONICS. It's got a 4-channel ADC and a single channel DAC, and you can see the blue LED, which indicates that power is coming through the I2C bus provided by the Pyroraptor. Okay, now what we are going to do is then run a program, because we want to scan the I2C bus to see what devices are on the I2C bus. So IONOTRONICS also provides the program, which is the Java Pyroraptor application, and we're going to run it. It's a graphical application written in Java that provides great interface for developing I2C projects and also scanning I2C buses and talking to individual I2C devices. So as you can see, we have the graphical interface over here, and we'll do a scan for I2C devices. Now you'll notice we have a device that shows up with address 4E. Let's go ahead and zoom in. So you see address 4E right there. And also we have other fields. These fields we'll get into right now. So if I go ahead and click on the device, you'll notice that a field got populated here. And we have 2 other fields here, which are write and read. So we can write and read to individual I2C devices using the Java Pyroraptor code. Now what we're going to do is the following. As you can see in the pot meter, we have a dial, which is great because actually this is a 50 microamp meter, which we connect through a precision 100 kilo ohm resistor. So 5 volts is full scale. So 5 volts results in 50 microamps. And what we're going to do is send data to the DAC on the I2C device. So if you look at the back here, you see the I2C device, and it's an NXP device, and this board is built by IONOTRONICS. We provide it. So what we're going to do is write to that digital to analog converter, and it is connected to that meter. So here we clicked on our device, which is address 4E, and we have these fields, and we populated them with, for the write, we're writing 2 bytes, 40 space FF. That's 2 bytes. 40 indicates we're addressing the digital analog converter, and we're going to write to it the next value, which is FF, which is full scale. So if you look at the pot meter over here, when I click on write, you should see that the meter goes to full scale. There you go. So here we illustrated how easy it is with the Pyroraptor Java application to write to a I2C device and program it with multiple bytes. We can also read from the I2C device. So let's go ahead and put these dials somewhere and tell it to read 2 bytes. And just do a read. So there you have it. Now I'm going to go change the dials, so you're going to see the values change. Okay, and this way we can read and write to individual I2C devices. So in the next step, I'm going to take another pot meter that we have over here, and this one is set up with a different address. Very conveniently, on our ADC DAC I2C device by IONOTRONICS, we have these 3 switches which allows you to set the address for the I2C device. So it's real easy to add another pot meter and get multiple devices on the bus and make sure that the addresses don't conflict. So what I'm going to do is show the 2 pot meters. Here we go. Let's zoom out. And here's our Pyroraptor. And I'm going to take this guy right here and hook it up to the I2C bus. Now you might want to power it down and do this, but we'll do it anyways. So now we have 2 meters on here. And let's check and see what the address of the other pot meter is. We already know that the original one was at 4E, and we can easily do that by scanning the I2C bus. So let's go back here to our application. Let's zoom in. Now we're going to scan the bus. Now you see that we have 2 devices. Get real zoomed in here. 2 devices, 4B and 4E, and I can select the device 4B and write to it. Now look, if you look at the pot meter, is not at full scale, so it's at 0. So let's go ahead and tell it to write 40FF. And it goes full scale. So I can individually write to different I2C devices by just addressing them through our control panel that you see here. Let's go ahead and zoom out a little bit so you can see the full view here. So that illustrates basically using the Pyroraptor Java application this is one panel of many that we feature a lot of capability in these other panels. We'll get to that. But in this case, we added another device and we scanned the bus. We got the address for both of them. We can click on them, individually address them, and write and read to them, program them, debug them, work with them, check out all the commands, etc. with this very powerful control panel for I2C devices.